Laura from pinkcricut.com, and today we're going to do a fun little project for my kitchen. Actually, we're going to be using the DCWV chalkboard stack, which is so much fun. So if you don't have it, it's one that you should look for at your Joann's. Usually they have them on sale for about $9.99. So we'll also be using our Gypsy and our Expression, whether you have the E2 or the original Expression, either one will do. And then we'll use the Love You a Latte cartridge, and we'll also be using the Designer's Calendar cartridge. So let's get started. And the first shape we're going to use is from the Love You a Latte cartridge. This shape is on the Love You a Latte cartridge, and we want it to be just over 10 inches, between 10 inches and like 10 1/4. So I'm just going to use these little circles over here, and we're just going to adjust it so that the width is 10.17 and the height is 9.82, so we're just going to leave it there, I think. And it doesn't matter where it is on the mat because I'm going to be using a 12 by 12 sheet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then, so I can see exactly what I'm doing for the next part, I'm going to go ahead and leave this layer visible, and I'm going to go to my other layer. We're going to be using the word coffee from the Designer Calendar cartridge. So what I want to do with this is I want to make sure that coffee will meet on one end of this little square image and on the other end of the square image, so that it goes all the way across. So let's see, if I put it there, it's a little bit too long, so let's make it a little smaller. And I'm just using my little circles to adjust the size, and then I'm kind of moving it around to see if it'll look good on this square image. Now we're ready to cut, so we'll cut layer 2 first, and then we'll cut layer 3. So let's head over to the Cricut. Here's the Expression, and I have the Gypsy all plugged in, so we're ready to go. I have my mat loaded with some chalkboard paper, and I've chosen the green color, so it's kind of like Starbucks a little bit. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to click this little blade image, and then we're going to click Load Mat. Okay, and let's see, let's look at our blade settings. Since this paper is a little bit thicker, I think I'm going to switch it to cut twice. So let's move that to a 2. The speed is 5 and the pressure is 3. I think I'm going to move that up to a 4. Yeah. And that should do it. Let's see. Let's push that blade again, and let's see if that's good enough. Okay, now that it's done, we're going to unload the mat. We're going to peel that off. So I did need to cut it that second time because I checked it before I went to the second time, and it didn't cut all the way through. So chalkboard paper is a little thicker than normal DCWV paper. So now that we have that, we're ready to cut out our next part. So I'm going to switch my paper colors. And I think I'm going to use black on this part. Okay, once we have that put on the mat, then we're going to go ahead and go to layer 3. And then we're going to click that blade. Then we're going to click Load Mat. It'll show that we're just cutting that coffee part. It's a nice thing about having layers on the Gypsy is you can kind of see where everything's going to go on your project. And then peel that up. Okay. And let's get back to our project. So let me move this Expression out of the way quick. Okay, back to our project. Our kitchen used to be decorated in wine, like a wine theme, and we're done with that theme. So I figured I would repurpose this little 12 by 12-ish piece of wood art. I don't know exactly what it is, with this chalkboard stuff. So I've gone ahead and I've trimmed down a blue sheet of the chalkboard paper, and we're going to go ahead and adhere it to the board. Alright, and then once we've done that, we're ready to adhere the next part. I wanted to keep the gold trim. I've gone ahead and adhered this, and now we're going to, I've actually decided to cut another one of those same shapes in different colors so we could bring in some more colors. So I'm going to go ahead and start adhering these down, and then we'll adhere our coffee down, and I'll show you how nice this writes. And I think that it writes on either side. I better double check this before I start. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's adhere this one. You could use super sticky tape or whatever. I'm just going to use my ATG. So then we're going to go ahead and adhere this down, kind of center it. And then comes the green. The Starbucks green, this one kind of tore on the back. The Cricut didn't cut all the way through this one. It's alright, we're not going to look at that side anyhow. So we're going to center that. And then comes the coffee part. So, I cut out an extra coffee just in case earlier. So, let's use just one. And I'm going to carefully apply adhesive to it. After the adhesive's on there, then we're going to go ahead and figure out where we wanted it. Which, I think, just down a little bit more. I must not have got any adhesive on that one. Okay, if we have too much adhesive, we're just going to wipe it off. Just rub it off a little. Okay, now, there's our little coffee blackboard, chalkboard, and I'm going to show you how it writes. So, let's say I'm going to put my order on it. There we go. So as you can see, you could put your coffee order on it. You could write on this part, decorate it a little. You could write on the blue part too. So anything you want, they all write. See? You could decorate it all over. And then you could wipe it off and start all over. So to wipe it off, you can just use your finger or a paper towel and it'll come right off. It's kind of fun, right? So I'm sure there'll be more chalkboard projects on my blog, so be sure to check them out at pinkcricut.com. Thanks for watching.